We all know how hard it is to be a parent.
Yeah.
Taking a 3-year-old child through high school and then getting her accepted into a very nice university.
So now some words from Deepti's parents.
Yay!
You guys should come up now.
I thought you were calling someone else.
We wished on a dragon scale, and that's what started Dragon Tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of the dragon prince, and now the adventure never ends. Dragon Tales, it's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. Hey! Thank you. When I think of Deepti and her younger days, there are many things that come to mind. And one of the most important things, or I should say one of the things that comes to mind, is her obsession in watching TV shows. She used to watch Dragon Tales, Teletubbies, Bernstein Bears, Arthur, Miami Girl, and so on. And those shows used to be extremely, extremely interesting. I mean, not just to her, even to me. In fact, very often she used to put on those TV shows, and she would watch the first 10 minutes, and I would end up watching the entire 1 hour. And in the night, I would keep reciting all those poems, all those songs, just about everything there. So that's what Deepti has been like. I mean, she used to watch all those TV shows, and that really caught on with me. And I know some of you are surprised that I'm able to sing that song now, but I am myself not surprised. I have watched those TV shows so many times, and that also gives you an idea as to how many times Deepti must have watched Dragon Tales. And Dragon Tales is just one out of the 5 that I mentioned. Okay. Instead of making this a very serious speech, I thought I should make it as jocular or as funny as possible. And I just thought I'll quote a few anecdotes from Deepti's younger days. When Deepti was young, I mean, of course, Deepti is still young. How old are you? Are you Deepti? 17 years and 304 days, something? And when Deepti was in kindergarten, she started learning ABC, and you know how in this country they teach ABC. They teach like A for apple and so on. And then at some point of time, she had a poem where she used to mention or recite the names of all the 50 states in the US. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, and so on it used to go. There was only one hitch or one glitch in that. She used to go all the way up to New Mexico or Massachusetts, and then she would get confused. Once she gets confused, she cannot go forward. But there's another problem. She cannot go forward from that point. So she has to come back to the beginning. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. So on every occasion that she makes a mistake, she has to come back to the starting point. That's what's all. And that was a source of frustration for her, and it was a source of amusement for her dad and mom. That was one thing. And as some of you know, or maybe many of you know, I am a very bothersome dad. Do you agree or do you disagree? Yes. All those who agree, please raise your hands. Oh my goodness. I used to bother Deepti like anything, and then she used to get really, really fed up with me. And then she used to put her hands on her head and say, "Oh, I wish I had a different daddy." Amma, why did you marry this person? What made you marry this person? Was he nice to you? And to this day, I do not know what answer Shaila gave, but I know whatever answer she gave was less than complimentary. It so happened that Shaila joined the bank, Chase Bank. Actually, she joined Washington Mutual way back in 2001. And as you know, banks work very often on Saturdays. So she used to go to office on Saturdays. She used to go to office on Saturday, and me and Deepti would be at home. And Deepti would not know what to do. she would go to her closet, pull out all the dresses literally, green, blue, pink, red, you name it. Pull out all the dresses, try one by one. You try each and every dress, and by the time Shaila comes home at 1:15 p.m., all the dresses are on the floor. And Deepti is having one of those dresses and dancing. And the mad mom, I mean, okay, I won't say she was mad, but yeah, the mom would look at it, half in anger, half in amusement, and ask Deepti, hey Deepti, what are you trying to be? Amma, I'm trying to be Kareena Kapoor. She wanted to be Kareena Kapoor. Well, if I were in her situation, I would have wanted to be either G.R. Vishwanath or Gavaskar or Azharuddin, one of those. When Deepti was about 4 or 5 years old, once we had gone to the doctor, and Shaila was holding a light brown bag. Shaila was talking to the doctor. Deepti took a couple of crayons and wrote a penguin picture on the bag. She wrote penguin picture all over the bag, and before Shaila could realize it, Deepti had written the beautiful penguin pictures on a beautiful, expensive bag. Shaila was obviously a little upset, and it so happened that day I had to go to the doctor from the doctor's office from my office, and Shaila had to come there from her office. So we had gone in separate cars, and this incident happened. Deepti had written the penguin diagram on the bag. And okay, after that we were all done with the doctor's thing, and Deepti sensed something, and at the end she said, Amma, today I prefer going home in daddy's car. And it was going to take about 1 hour for us to go from the doctor's house, from the doctor's office to our home. So now you know why she did that. That was something. And then there was one more incident I just want to quote. Like we were traveling to Milpitas one day. Deepti was like about 5 years old. We were traveling to Milpitas, and Deepti was trying to ask me the direction. Daddy, how do you get onto 880 South? How do you get onto the 237 and so on and so forth? And then suddenly Shaila interrupted her. Shaila said, Deepti, don't disturb daddy, let him drive. And Deepti was very sad on that day. I mean, with an upset face, she was like, Amma, when I am young, I have to know all the directions. Or else, when I grow up, I will not know how to go to San Francisco. Oh, well, forget San Francisco. Now she is in a position to even drive to San Diego. In fact, recently when we went to San Diego, Deepti drove quite a lot. She drove approximately like 500 to 600 miles. And yes, when it comes to Deepti, it's been a very exciting journey for both of us, for both Shaila and myself. It's been like 17 and a half to 18 years of journey. It's been action-packed, it's been exciting, it's been wonderful. And yes, at times there have been lots of, and you know, a normal child is one who does not behave normal all the time. So that's the way the journey has been. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been great for us to bring up this child. And let me go back to one of the anecdotes that I mentioned just now. Yes, once upon a time Deepti said she wanted a different daddy, but me, I have always said the last 17 years or 18 years, I have always wanted this particular daughter. And I'm so happy for you, Deepti, that you are my daughter. And I'm so happy that you have come up well in life so far, and that you will be going to UC San Diego very soon to do your post-graduation there. And I will just take this opportunity to wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you for coming here to be part of Deepti's graduation celebration. I know Kiran got too excited talking about his daughter. Like Kiran mentioned, I think when we think about Deepti, I think we have a lot of her childhood memories that we'll always treasure with us. To Deepti, it seems like she's grown up. She's like, oh, you don't know anything, I know everything, but she's always going to be a little girl. We wish her all the very best in everything she does. Have fun, Deepti, but again, make sure you always keep your priorities straight.
Hey, we have to do the customary hug. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Very nice.